Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. In this video, I will be sharing 3 different party appetizer recipe. Now in my last video, I shared the entire menu and you guys love that video so much. So thank you so much for liking that. And also I got the comments saying, share this kind of recipe more. So I thought, why not start with the appetizer? Now all these 3 different recipes has my own twist to it. And whenever I invite guests, I keep in mind that what age group guests are coming so I can prepare the menu according to that. Now, with these 3 different recipes, no need to worry about it because I'm sure at any age group, they can enjoy this recipe. I do have one of them ready here. The other one is almost ready and it smells so good in here. But whenever I have a guest over, presentation is everything. So you can serve it individually, of course. You can serve it in a dish and, guests can help themselves. But I like to serve individually. So this is the one way. There is another way that I will be sharing with you guys as well. But let's go in the kitchen. Let's get started. I don't want to give out too much. So let's go and let's get started. Being a Gujarati, I make khichdi all the time, but this traditional recipe today gonna have my own twist to it. So here I'm taking 3 cups of water. Into that I will add salt to taste as well as 1 tablespoon sesame seeds. Sesame seeds will give really good crunch to this recipe. If you are not fan of it, you can skip that. Also adding 1 tablespoon green chilies. Green chilies, again, up to you. If you like spicy, you can just go ahead and add more also. And the next ingredients, which is very unusual to this recipe, and that is the green garlic. Now, green garlic is widely available, especially in the winter months, but here I'm using the frozen one. So I add about half a cup and we'll let this boil. Now, some people do like to add either baking soda or the baking powder into this recipe. I'm not adding it because even if I don't add it, my khichdi always comes out soft. So I add about half a cup rice flour into this. You want to go ahead and mix it and then add the rest of them and just keep mixing it. You want to mix it so that way there is no any lumps in it. Once it's cooled down a little bit, I'm gonna add oil to this, mix everything very well, and then we'll form the cylinder shape out of this because we do want to steam this for about 15 to 20 minutes. Now at this point, khichdi is ready. So if you like to just go ahead and serve it, you can do so. But I like to take that extra step in case if there is any part that did not get cooked properly. Once I steam, it will be fine. So here my steamer is ready and I'm gonna go ahead and add all this khichdi in there. We'll steam this for about 15 to 20 minutes. Once it's cooled down a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and cut them into 1-inch pieces. And before serving, you do want to drizzle some oil. The reason we drizzle some oil is because that way the khichdi stay moist and it doesn't get dry. So traditionally we use the peanut oil, but here I have the avocado oil, so that's what I'm going to use. And next we'll sprinkle some achar masala on top of this. Achar masala, you can find it at any grocery store, but this combination is something. It tastes so good, and especially even in winter morning, you can make this for breakfast, serve it with the chai, and that is also the perfect combination. So serve to your guests just like I'm serving here, and I'm sure they will enjoy it. Now this next recipe is everyone's favorite, and that is the dry chili paneer. For that, I took some paneer, cut them into 1-inch pieces. So you want to cut them into bigger pieces so that way it's easier to eat. Into that, adding some garlic powder. Now, instead of the garlic powder, you can also add some fresh chopped garlic. But I find that sometimes people don't like the chunk of the garlic, so I'm adding the powder. Also adding some red crushed pepper and half a tablespoon cornstarch and half a tablespoon maida, that is the all-purpose flour. My secret ingredient here is the kasuri methi. Will give really good aroma as well as the taste to this paneer. Of course, you want to add salt to taste. Go ahead and mix everything very well so that way the paneer is coated with all the mixture. Now, next we'll add just a little bit water and just keep mixing it. At this point, basically, we want to make sure that paneer get coated properly with the mixture that we made it. You don't want too much water. Just add a little bit at a time and just keep mixing it. So you do want to make sure that all paneer cubes are coated with the masala that we made it, and it will take some time, but just be patient, take your time, and just make sure that all the paneer cubes are covered. And here in a pan, I do have some oil. I'm gonna add about, I would say, half a tablespoon. You don't need it much. You can either shallow fry this, you can deep fry this, but I prefer this method. And you just want to go ahead and spread that, and we'll now make this paneer crispy from all four sides. It will take about 10 minutes or so. You don't want to rush this process, and just let that get crispy and on all sides. While the paneer is getting crispy, we'll go ahead and make this sauce. So here I'm taking about a couple of tablespoons soy sauce. Into that, adding some red chili sauce and some ketchup. For ketchup, take my word for it, guys. Just go ahead and add that because that will give really good sweetness and tanginess to this sauce. I'm using the same pan to mix this because, first of all, this pan also had all that spices and especially the cornstarch. So cornstarch will make this sauce thicker. So that's why I'm using the same pan. Go ahead and mix everything very well. Paneer is crispy enough as well. Now we'll go ahead and assemble this. So here in a pan, taking some oil. Now paneer as well as the sauce, you can make it ahead of time, and before serving, you can follow the steps. Once the oil is hot enough, you do want to add some onion. Onion, as you can see, I cut them into bigger pieces, and we'll let that saute just for about a minute or so because we do want to keep the crunch. Garlic powder is optional. You can also add the fresh garlic and also adding some different colored bell peppers. Instead of the different color, you can use just a green bell pepper and that should be fine. Once that is cooked for about a minute or so, I'm going to push that on the side and I'm now going to add the sauce that we made it. It will just take about a minute or so. The sauce will get thickened up very quickly, and once that thicken up, then you want to go ahead and mix everything very well, and then we'll just add the paneer into this, and that's about it, guys. It is easy, it is very quick, and some of the things you can just make it ahead of time. And paneer, as I mentioned, everyone likes it. Doesn't matter, I haven't came across anyone who say that they don't like paneer. So it is very unique, and especially, it's a dry, so it's a perfect recipe for appetizer. And this is how I like to serve it. So I took a cup. Into that I add the lettuce leaf. Now lettuce leaf will make sure that paneer doesn't get soggy. So that's the reason I like to add that. And of course, presentation wise, it looks really nice. So you can serve it individually just like I'm serving here. So guests can just help themselves, just take a 1 cup and they can walk around and they can eat it. If not, you can just serve it into bigger plate. So have the lettuce leaf on the bottom and then add all the paneer cubes on the top, and you can serve it that way also, but this is how I like to serve it. Next, we'll make pizza sliders. Now, who doesn't like pizza, right? So here I'm using this small bread. You can use any kind of bread, any size, but I like to use this one because it's perfect for appetizer. So first we'll go ahead and make this sauce. So here I'm using the Rao's pizza sauce, hands down the best sauce. I like actually particular this brand. They have the best sauce. You can use, of course, any kind of one. Into that, adding some red crushed pepper as well as the Italian seasoning. Both of these ingredients is totally optional, but I like to have my twist to it. And I just want to warm up this sauce. We don't need to cook anything, just want to warm it up. And I took about half a cup sauce. It's all depend how many bread you're gonna have. I had about 6 of them, so I took half a cup. And here I'm using this Pepperidge Farm bread. Again, hands down the best bread. The main thing I like about this bread is soft and the size of it because it's a perfect for the appetizer. Next, we'll go ahead and prepare the butter. So here I took about a couple of tablespoon butter. Into that, add 1 tablespoon chopped garlic and some Italian seasoning. Mix it everything very well. And then this butter will apply it on top of the bread. Once you cook this, believe me, your entire house will smell so good. And here I cut the bread. Now we'll go ahead and spread the sauce that we prepare. Again, you can make this sauce ahead of time and just go ahead and spread that. And topping is up to you. Whatever the pizza topping that you like, you can just go ahead and add into this. I usually like to stick to my basic ones, so onion as well as the jalapenos, some bell peppers, and that's about it. You can use any kind of cheese that you like. Here I'm using some pepper jack cheese, and also you can sprinkle some Italian seasoning, red crushed pepper on top if you like. Go ahead and cover this, and now we're gonna apply the butter that we prepared earlier on top of this. Then you can just go ahead and put it in the oven on 350-degree for about, I would say, 10 minutes or so, because at this point we just want to make sure that the cheese that we added that get melt and the bread get a little bit crispy, and that's about it. So at any point if you feel like the bread on top it's getting crispier, then you can just go ahead and cover that with the aluminum foil and make sure the cheese get melted. After 10 minutes or so, here our pizza sliders are ready. Highly recommend this recipe, guys. Definitely give this recipe a try. And thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed all these 3 different recipes. I will see you soon in my next video. Till then, take care. Bye.